think he's still alive. He's moving just a tad. But I got this spider. That's his back. I don't really see any distinctive markings. But I got him trapped in this piece of tape. If he was there to eat the ants, I feel bad. But if he's there to possibly bite me or sting me, I don't feel so bad. I might just get this. I asked if the ants will be gone within a week, and it said outlook is good. Then I asked if I'll meet anybody, and it said don't count on it. Big Butt Grip Installer, the tool that makes re-gripping oversized butt shafts a snap. It's just what you need, right? Ooh, that'd be great. Was that the Black Panther? Want that? And a golf club. Walk around with that. With the mask on. Usually I have a container with necessities sitting on that seat right there. I stopped to get gas. I still haven't been to the laundromat yet. I went to Joann Fabrics to get a couple things. Then I went over to Home Depot to get ant bait. I went in there. I was in there for like 20 minutes. I came out and someone had gotten into my car. There's no damage, but the front passenger seat door was open about an inch. I don't know how they did it unless they used a Slim Jim. That's what police use. It's like a real thin bar that has a catch on it. You stick it down through the window and latch it and open the door. Because it was all locked. They took a plastic container that I had my window shades in, and some CDs, Kleenex, and a little case for my eyeglasses. And they opened the glove box, but they didn't take anything that I know of. They could have opened the trunk from the inside, but they would have only found dirty laundry. But I'm going to have to file a report online since there was no physical harm done to me or the car is okay. What a friggin' pain in the ass. It's so lovely. People are just fucking assholes, most of them. Except for my viewers. They're the best people in the world. Oh, it grinds my gears. I am so thankful, though, that nothing important that I know of was taken. When I get home, I'll look at my list of CDs, see what I have and what's missing, so I'll know what's missing. And then I'll look for it on Craigslist to see if someone has them on Craigslist. That ought to be interesting. After I get gas here, 10 gallons is $60. Fridge. Maybe I better not get it full. I don't know if I'll have enough. I'm going to stop at... I'm going to stop at 64. Oh, I went too far. I guess I'll stop at 65. My age. That way I can tell. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm going to go from here maybe to a dollar store and get a couple things that I like, Kleenex and the little thing that I had my stuff sitting in, and a window shade or something. So I'll be back to normal and then go to the laundromat. I finally made it to the laundromat. It's about 7:30. This is a super gigantic 5 loads worth dryer. Took $1.50 and it's given me a half an hour. So half an hour sitting and writing on my skits, I guess. Today was one of the shittiest days I've had for a while. Not only have the ants ramped up their numbers, everything almost that you could want to happen would happen. Yeah. I was really tired and hurting, so I lay in bed as long as possible. So I got up about noon, I guess. The cat and I had something to eat, and I feed him in the bathroom because the ants haven't discovered the bathroom yet. in the shower. And then I got all the laundry together, put it in the car, and the cat saw something on the ground, and it was a spider. I couldn't see without my glasses on what it was. I got a big piece of packing tape, and he got stuck on there, and so I put the tape around him so you could see both sides of him. Ooh. I still don't know what kind he is. There's at least 72 different spiders out here in Southern California, according to an article. Some of them are really pretty, so if you were really into spiders, spiders are really cool. But no, I've had it. I've had enough with the ants. I've had it. And they've decided they're not going to do anything about their ants over there because of the baby. When I went to the hardware store to get some ant bait, and there's 3 or 4 different brands, and I looked at the active ingredient, and some of them, one was borax, and one was something that's used to deworm and also works on insects. Both of those are quite toxic to people if you accidentally came across them or a kid picked it up or something. Then another one was pretty bad too. So the last one, I think it's Raid brand. I looked at the active ingredient and everything, and it's okay. We can deal with it. The idea is like a roach motel. It's got a little plastic thing that's got stuff inside that they like to eat or drink. And they go in there like a little diner, and they pick up some, and their little doggy bag, they go to take it home. And the queen and all the other worker ants and stuff get poisoned, and they die. And other ants that feed off of them die as well. So hopefully it will dwindle down their numbers. I hope so, because I feel like I have them crawling on me at all times. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And the fact that I don't really have any air conditioning is really a pain in the ass as well. I've got to get so many things together. Just when you start getting stuff together, you get ants. And then other things, and other things. Well, anyway, I went to Home Depot, popped in there to get ant baits. And I also looked to see if they had a piece of plexiglass that I could fashion to hover over my keyboard so that the cat jumps. If he jumps across, he doesn't land on the keyboard. I don't know. I didn't see anything. So I went out to the car. I opened the car door with my key. And the driver's door is the only one that has a keyhole thing in it. And I start to get in. And I look over, and the passenger seat's empty. And I usually have this container, plastic storage container, that I keep, cloths in, or my Kleenex, eyeglass box case, and some CDs. And that's where I set my purse, all on this box. It was gone. The glove box was open. I looked, and they did not take the car instruction manuals and stuff. I don't know if they got my license and registration thing, though. I don't know if they have it. I'd have to be thinking clearly to go look again. I may have copies of that, so I don't know. And they stole some $20 worth of sewing notions that I just bought from Joann Fabrics 5 minutes before going there. I went to Joann's, and then I stopped at Home Depot. And it was a little bag of, it had a zipper and some snaps and a little hook and eye thing. I'm making a little cloth baby entertainment book where you can learn how to zip up and down and stuff like that. So I was real upset. I called the police that I knew the line was the 911. The guy told me to hold on, he'll give me the non-emergency number. And I was on hold for a while. A couple guys came up to me and asked me what was going on. And I told them. One guy said, "Geez, my truck's full of expensive tools. I'm going to go park up under the back by where you come out with lumber." And they probably have it, if they could see whoever did it, they probably have it on their tape. But the police said that you have to go through the police and request them to look at the tape and all that. Unless I had important papers taken, nothing important was really taken. Now, I have a list of CDs and DVDs that I typed up in alphabetical order and everything. Yeah, nerd. But it comes in handy, because I knew exactly which CDs are not on the shelf. I know exactly which CDs were taken. Kind of heartbroken that Max Rabe was taken, a German guy. I'm Perfecto Momento. And then a Gigi D'Agostino. That's kind of like house and dance trance music. And then the soundtrack to Emily. Those are the three that were taken. I just ordered the Max Rob and Gigi CDs again through Amazon. So at least those I really care for. Emily, it's okay. It's good music and everything, but I don't miss it like I miss the other ones. So, because some of the foreign ones are not easy to get. And I have a lot of foreign stuff. Anyway, the policeman online said that you should if no one was hurt and the car wasn't really damaged, you should go home on the computer and make a report, which I did, and I have a copy of it. And they will let me know by email when they have received the copy. There's not much they can do about nothing was damaged. They must have used a Slim Jim or something to slide it down between the window and the door and pop open because everything was locked up. I was really disappointed. I also stopped at an AutoZone and I got some more shades for the front window. So the important stuff that I used, and I got a little box so that I can put them in and arrange it. The reason I put it in a little box is, let's say Brian's going with me someplace. Instead of moving this and moving that and moving this, I just take the whole little box and put it in the back seat. And that's why I do it. I'm a nerd, but I don't care. Then I went to the laundromat. In the laundromat, there was a very large Mexican family, and the Mexican families around here are very large. Was a grandma and several different factions and fractions of her family. Little boy looked mostly white, partially Mexican. Little girl looked mostly black, and she was a pain in the ass. She's the one you see pushing the cart, looking at her phone. She has her finger and thumb have nails this long on them. I don't know how old she was. Probably about 14. I was going to ask her. I really wanted to ask her. Obnoxious. Oh, she's an obnoxious. Oh, and she wanted attention so badly. But she was just nasty. Really, people, don't raise your kids like that. Anyway, it took forever. It took at least an hour at the laundromat. It was starting to get dark. Then I stopped at an AutoZone and got the car window things. And then I came home. Inhaled some rice with a little bit of meat put on there and some broccoli. Heated it up, and that's what I had. So, I get up early tomorrow and watch Baby all day. Hopefully it won't be too bad. They have really bad ant problem over there. Big time. I don't know what to do. I mean, I have such a headache right now. And I've just found out my refrigerator and freezer were on as warm as they could go. So I turned because this was supposed to be frozen and it's not. So I turned it on really low so it should freeze. It's always something. And some days are just, you want to just delete them. Yeah. It's almost midnight. I'll try to get this up but the joke is coming. You'll have the joke. It's a short one, but I think it's funny. Yep. Catch you later. Upward and onward.